Frank Guerrero one.
She's here! No.
Hey, you're supposed to sit over here, I've been told.
What are we supposed to say?
Oh.
Who knew? You're finally here!
Oh, it's not indefinitely.
So you gotta put yourself on a lease or maybe sign a loan.
CMAC is now live.
Got a minute and 15 seconds.
Woo. Kyle, do not run in here, but start to mosey.
Maybe sharply, briskly.
Hey, there's a chair right here. This is yours, Sindel. I never saw that. Is the commercial? Where can we watch the commercial? I never saw it. Did you see it? Did you see?
Don't give him ideas.
I never watched it.
Start to mosey.
Check. Hello?
You're gonna talk about
Selma
any
Originals.
surgery you've had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that too.
When it is, how much,
When,
who,
who, what, when, where, why.
With 30 seconds, oh fuck.
Artist, sorry, local artist, directed by local artist.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Sit.
I spit my gum out.
You know what? We might not see it anyway.
No
because I'm
running.
gonna have you get like 2 shots
No
of
running in the studio.
Zoom in on someone. Yeah, we won't see that. No, I appreciate it.
10 seconds.
I endorsed it. I didn't say I wanted it. I just said I'm predicting.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be able to tell if your glasses are dirty.
That's really bad because I sent them last week the full guide for this week.
An hour. I mean,
Turn
you
down the
could stand up
volume on this
like,
though,
leave
because
midway if you wanted
that
to. I
might be
don't think
going back to the
anyone would.
TriCaster. Okay, we should be live.
Yeah, no, when I give you commands as cameras, I'll say like camera.
Okay, we're
Are
live.
we live?
Take
It's 8.
DVR.
Are we live now?
Ready DVR and take.
Now you can stay live. We're live.
Take.
Oh, okay.
Take
so-
DVR.
Okay, take DVR.
What do I do? Am I not backstage? Are you not? I'm not. Oh?
Is this how we're starting the lowdown?
Yeah, we're starting with a cold
Video
open.
package?
Yeah.
My nose worked on. I have a deviated septum.
And take. Take DVR.
Good morning. It's 7
Computer
a.m.
is still coming back through the. Can you go to?
What is the lowdown live without some glitches?
Yeah, we're starting with like a
Video
cold
package?
open and audio source silence.
I'm sorry. Camera. We're back up. All right.
Just not in real time.
All right, welcome to the Lowdown Live. Hello. We are live. The video didn't play, but welcome to the Lowdown Live. My name is Kyle Lowe, and I had surgery this morning. Septoplasty. I had a crooked septum, and they straightened it out. So I might pass out in this chair here. Okay. But Johnny's going to play a video from the top of the show. This is what I look like this morning. Thanks, Johnny. Can I borrow your sunglasses? Yeah, thank goodness.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and I'm about to go get my nose worked on. I have a deviated septum. I don't sleep well, and I'm gonna get that fixed. And I'm a little nervous. I haven't had surgery in like 15 years. I haven't gone under full anesthesia in a very long time, so I'm a little nervous for that. That's not happened in a while. So I'll try to keep updated throughout the day. We'll see how it goes. All right, gotta go. All right, we're in the place. Made it back home. Doctor said it went well. Finally ate something and took a pain pill. And I'm gonna take a nap. Let's see if I can make it to a TV show tonight. Good night.
So I made it. It's now. We made it to now. I'm on some pain medication, feeling all right. And so I brought a bunch of friends to come and kind of hold the show down because I'm probably not going to be totally coherent. This might be the worst idea or the best idea I've ever had for this show. And I've said that many times on this show, but every time.
I was gonna say every episode.
Every episode I've said that. But if you haven't guessed, the topic is surgeries. We want you to call in, Skype us, or just if you've got a story, you're out in the audience here, you could come down to the studio in CMAC and tell me your surgery story. Because I know everybody's got a fun one, whether it was you or a family member or something, because drugs make us weird. Don't do drugs. I need to preface.
Unless they're prescribed to you.
Yeah, unless the doctor says you need them, don't do, yeah, come on. My girlfriend has my Ziploc baggie of assorted medications that I need to take while my face heals. Yes. Let me introduce the panel before I pass out. Joining us tonight, to my left, is Kiku.
Howdy.
Holding it down on the ones and twos. Give it up for Kiku.
You like me? You really like me?
Yes.
We love Kiku. Kiku, we love you. I'm probably going to tell everyone I love them tonight.
I'm glad you're in I Love You drunk. Otherwise, this would be a really hostile episode.
Oh, yeah. Keep me away from some plates. Yeah. Over to Kiku's left, we got Natalie Berg. Holding it down. Both Kiku and Natalie have changed their hair since. Berg. Yeah. Got the gauze all up in my nose, or I bleed on everything. So
I can
You
see
should
the
cover a
blood.
Blink-182 song right now. Where are
Breathe
you?
through your mouth.
yeah. And I'm so sorry. We're gonna get this video pulled off of YouTube.
No, Tom's chasing aliens. He's not going to demonetize us.
He is. Which is pretty darn crazy. So Natalie, hair looks great. Kiku,
Thank you.
Hair looks great.
Thank you.
What was I gonna say? Natalie, thank you again. Natalie stepped up. She didn't have to, and she came in last week and helped us make an episode of the Monroe Review, which is streaming now on cmac.tv. You can watch that. She held down the teleprompter, and I thank you for doing that.
No problem.
All right, behind me, special guest coming back, the Lowdown live game show contestant. I hope that
Another
my
one.
glasses aren't hurting your eyes.
They're a little watery, but it's
Okay, here we
fine.
can trade back.
No, I don't want your eyes to be rough.
No. That's
You're
fine.
not making me wear these.
Oh, that's
I
true.
think it's more the prescription than the light. That's
Right. Sindel,
Hey.
we're gonna hear a special thing from you and some friends from the
Yeah.
Selma Art Center. But since you played the game show on the game show episode, what I want to know, would you do another episode of the Lowdown Live game show?
Sure, it was pretty fun.
Good, because
You're welcome.
I think that worked well.
What? I mean, I didn't win, so that was kind of a bummer. But you know,
But that
it'd be
means
like that sometimes.
You
so.
you could try to take the crown.
I love a comeback story.
Yeah,
You know?
underdag.
Yes, underdag. The
I'm not going to make the Parks and Rec blooper comeback story joke.
great.
Yeah. All right. Also, behind me is my brother Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have. Oh, yeah. You've got a lav mic on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing it.
Oh, I just
Last
flipped it.
For the game show, you had to have one of these. While we all had lavs, so we figured
Yep.
we'd give you a lav this time.
Thanks, I feel really special.
I'm also wearing a lav. I hope my neck pillow isn't scraping the lav and making Paul's job really difficult. Sorry, Paul, but I need my comfort. All right. Brandon, you are still working at the zoo.
Yeah.
How are
working
things at the zoo?
Hey,
How are the aminals?
It's good. We've got dinosaurs now.
I was gonna say, is the
Park.
Jurassic what?
Yeah, Jurassic Park. Yeah, come out. See some
Did
dinosaurs.
they bring
Let's go to the zoo.
a dinosaur back to
Let's
life
go.
from the blood found inside of a frozen mosquito?
Unfortunately, no. They're battery powered.
Damn.
Life finds a way.
The life
Kyle.
finds a way.
Stop that. Have you seen that video of them playing that on the clarinet?
Oh,
Or
they're
the
like
recorder?
really out of tune.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so friggin' funny.
I think the best cover though is from Daniels from
Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man, my favorite movie of 2016.
It's the best.
Oh, specific.
It's
It's so good.
I will say
it's
that
so
the
pure.
That's a
Jurassic
good one.
Park
You're right. I did like that movie.
recorder cover is what anxiety sounds like.
yes. Yeah.
Straight up.
Thank you for that. I understand now.
Yeah. So go to the zoo, check out the dinos.
Jurassic Park.
How long are they there?
Until Zubu, so until October. It is an
cool.
additional fee, but I think it's pretty
What?
cool.
How much?
$4.
All right.
$4
To see dinosaur?
See
Okay.
some Robo Dino.
I'll do that.
It's good stuff.
Can you give me a
Yeah.
discount?
Robo Dino
He's like,
versus
I mean, like,
That's
if I
gotta
have
be-
to be
that's
by
gotta
you,
be
I could walk
movie.
you in probably.
out of Japan.
Robodino. Well, I mean, technically that's Godzilla, Gojira.
Did they do a robot version of
I'm sure they did.
Godzilla? Oh, okay, cool. I'm not up on my Godzilla history.
Here, think about it this way: if an 8-year-old boy would think it's cool, they've done it with Godzilla.
Fair.
Hey,
Very
speaking
fair.
of the Godzilla movie, when I saw the trailer, I think they were playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow during that
Yeah.
trailer.
I'm sure they were.
It was pretty intense.
That trailer was so confusing. I was
Yeah.
like, what am I watching? What is this
Wait,
for?
have you guys seen that Crocodile Jaws movie called like Crawl or something?
What?
No.
Oh, hey, no, that's
yeah.
Sam Raimi. That's Sam
That's the
Raimi.
same, right?
Yeah,
Sam
Yeah.
Raimi's
sorry,
got a
that's
movie?
just Sharknado,
Jaws.
but with alligators.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. It's literally the plot of Sharknado. It's a way better movie. It's got.
We-
I need it in my life.
Except it's a hurricane instead of a tornado, and it's an alligator instead of sharks.
It's going to
Okay,
be
I'd rather
stopped with a
see sharks,
chainsaw and a
though.
boomstick, and
I
there's
didn't- no,
also
I
going to
didn't
be
say you
pizza
were right.
time.
I just-
Okay,
It's
thank
gonna be
you.
great.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you're
Yes.
good. I just wanted to point out I was
recommend 10 out of
watching
10.
it before I saw Ma, and that was my
Yeah.
god.
I want to ask you about Ma, but I also want to introduce, for the first time ever on the Low Down Live, we got Summer! Just in time for summer. I'm sure you get that
Yes.
joke all the time. I'm sorry.
Always.
She's gonna
There's
I've
plenty
never
of
heard that.
low jokes, so
nice.
feel free to drop one in.
Well, my last name is Gross, so I feel you
Oh my
deeply.
gosh, that's my cousin's name.
That's whose name?
Are we related?
Probably.
Cool.
Neat.
Nice. We should do like a DNA test episode. I think that would be really fun.
Cool.
We're gonna find out someone's daddy isn't theirs.
Yeah, we all like reveal on air, on live. That's what we could do for a future episode.
Somebody
Hey.
write that down. Lauren,
Summer-
write that down.
Yes.
This is your first time to the Lowdown.
Yes.
We want to ask you about what's happening at the Selma Arts Center.
Oh, definitely.
But before that, how are you enjoying being on live television?
I'm terrified.
It gets better. I promise. It gets better.
I'm a behind the scenes kind of person, you know?
It's gonna be very conversational. Pretend that the 3 cameras and the 8 people are not here.
And all these lights not here.
staring at you.
Got it.
And we'll have a great time.
Got it.
And then last but not least, Mr. Rodolfo. Is this your first time?
It is, yeah, it's my first time
Have
here.
you been in the audience?
No, it's my
What?
first time here.
I,
in
for
general.
whatever, I'm also on drugs. But for whatever reason, I thought you'd been here before.
I mean,
but
I'm always, here
thank
with
you for
Yeah.
joining us. How are you enjoying being on live TV?
It's good, very conversational. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. This is like The View, but for Fresno. Also, as soon as I saw you were wearing a red shirt, I was like, ooh, can't put Rodolfo in the red chair. He would blend in, like a green screen.
fair.
You would just replace
See a floating head.
floating. Although that might be a cool effect. We might have to do that later. Okay. So this is the Lowdown Live, a show where we talk about whatever I want to talk about. And we're talking about surgeries today because I had surgery this morning. And if you have a surgery story, you can call us at 559-282-CMAC or Skype. Lowdown Live, add us as a friend, give us a video chat. We'll put you on the screen.
No way.
Which is great. We'll talk to you. We want to hear your surgery stories. So we're not even 15 minutes into it. We do have a special announcement. I'm going to save that for the second half of the show. But to kick us off, anyone on the panel, do you have a surgery story you would like to share with the class?
Sure, yeah.
Brandon,
okay.
yes. Tell me your surgery story.
I think the only surgery I've had is my wisdom teeth. So this is when I was 16. Yeah, so I was getting them extracted. I think I was watching like Transformers on an iPod or something. So
iPod,
I go
yeah,
in,
iPod.
and then I remember
Nano.
the dentist doctor
iPod.
saying like a joke that wasn't funny.
Oh.
I can't remember it. It was really bad. And then I just wake up, and I remember instantly vomiting blood all over myself.
Yum.
Yeah, apparently I'm
Bad
allergic
joke.
to Vicodin. And then mom was like, and then I look at the blood and it's all thick. It's super thick. I was like, I thought I was dying. And mom's like, oh, I thought you might be thirsty or something, so I gave you milk.
And what the heck?
You do love
I just
a good
vomited
milk.
curdled bloody milk all over myself.
That's yum. That's
So
yum.
that's my surgery story. It's disgusting.
You still
Sorry.
drink milk.
Yeah.
That hasn't turned you off to milk. Hey, so people make fun of me because I say milk, but with my nose all plugged up with gauze, it does sound like the correct milk
Wow.
variation.
The surgery's already helping you.
Hey.
It's helping me.
It
I'm
fixed pronunciation.
I am very excited to be able to breathe more. I really hope this lets me sing like Mariah Carey and hit those like whistle tones.
Whistle notes. I'm
Yeah.
stop that.
Throwback to our January episode about
Resolutions.
New Year's resolutions. I have now met mine. I got my nose surgery. It's all good to go.
You can now feel beautiful.
What? Sindel
Yeah.
got her resolution. We got her a date.
I mean, it's not Christmas yet. You know.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to hold out till Christmas.
You also you've played both game shows now. The
all
two
of the game
show
shows that have happened, I've been there.
Game show contestant, professional game show contestant. Add
That's
that.
me.
You can add that to your.
I will. I'll
LinkedIn.
update that tomorrow.
You
Yeah.
and James Hollitzer, man. Anyone else watch Jeopardy? No, just me.
Is that the guy who's
Is that the
winning
guy
a
that
lot?
just
I know
recently
he just-
lost?
He just lost.
Dang.
Oh,
what a
snap.
bummer.
I know Ken Jennings. I follow him on Twitter.
James Hollitzer, but he won $2.5 million. So I don't.
He did
think,
get to keep.
That's rough.
Yeah, I don't think he's sad about it.
I wonder how much you get taxed out.
They say like 46%, I think.
Dang.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but-
I mean, that's still over.
That's
He's still
still
taking
over
$1
$1 million,
million.
yeah.
He's still a millionaire. Brandon, I do remember one other surgery that you've had, and it's very embarrassing.
What?
Can I tell this story? Because I had the same surgery.
I don't know what the surgery is.
You don't remember?
I want to hear it.
So I had it first.
I would like to
Give
hear
him
it.
a hint.
Why do I
Are you
feel like I
talking
know what
about-
you're talking about?
So
What's the secret?
when we were
talking
very
tonsils?
young, I don't know what caused it for you, but for me, I was like taking my multivitamins a little too frequently because they were delicious.
The gummies.
They were the
Flintstones?
chalky ones too. They weren't even the gummies.
Oh.
Wasn't great.
Yeah,
And
Flintstone.
Little
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Chalk. Yeah.
my bladder, the fluid in my bladder crystallized, and I had to have a tube shoved up my urethra to
I don't
pump
remember having
my
this.
bladder.
How
And
young was I?
believe You were pretty young. You were pretty young, and you had to have the same surgery like the next year.
Oh, okay.
Because you both loved your vitamins.
That's hecka
I
funny.
just figured you were going to talk about circumcision or something like that.
I also
but-
was thinking
oh well.
circumcision, and I was like,
Okay.
Also,
Brandon's like, yes, please, Kyle, go on.
But yeah, I don't know if that's like it or what is the they say the equivalent of like a man passing a golf ball is the
Yeah.
equivalent to feeling childbirth.
Somerset, no.
Someone's like, no, that's not.
I mean, the
but
urethra
did
doesn't
have,
dilate,
I did
so.
have a tube, a little bit smaller than this mic cable, pump my bladder, and have to get jammed up there. It hurt to pee. I remember for a good 2 weeks. Yeah.
You think it would be like easier because then it's like gauge, so you've got heavier flow, like
Because it
half
got
the time,
widened?
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but also I don't think it was meant to handle that much
Just
volume
hold on.
either.
And it's one way.
Yeah, it definitely like went the wrong way initially. Like, you know how like you throw up and your throat hurts for like the day after because it went the wrong way, and like I don't know if that's the same inside of the urethra, but that's what happened. That's,
No, I'm enjoying the side of Kyle.
But we both shared that bond. Touch my hand. Touch my hand. We're brothers.
Just the tips.
Just
Just
the
the
whole
fingers.
yeah,
right.
this is fun.
Question from the audience. Come on down. Friend of the show, Maria.
Maria.
Don't make him get up.
Maria, thank you for
Maria,
joining
just
us.
Maria, not the chair.
I just ran into a chair at rehearsal the other day when I had to stand up also, so this is embarrassing. Hi.
Maria, you say you have a question.
I do. It's kind of embarrassing. Sorry, Lainey. So both of you, but not Lainey?
Yeah, Delaney did.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Okay, well then, so your parents got rid of the vitamins then? Did they change brands?
Maybe.
Clearly it was a problem for both of you.
They're like, 2 is too many times. We gotta get rid of these vitamins.
They just looked at it and they're like, hey, but
Common denominator?
Yeah,
bad.
definitely.
Maybe we should
Is okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That was it.
I believe so. She did have to have her own surgery, a separate. Does not involve genitalia at all.
Good
So maybe
Thank you
call
for
in.
specifying.
Yeah. So Brandon, maybe text Delaney and have her
call in.
in
Have her Skype in.
her surgery story. All right.
That was it. Thank you, Kyle.
Maria, do you have a surgery story?
I don't. I've never had surgery, but I do have to get my wisdom teeth removed soon. Like a year ago soon.
Do you have somebody set to film you already?
I don't. That's actually part of the reason why I haven't done it yet. Because when I was in college, I was too insecure and I didn't want my boyfriend or my friends doing any of that.
That's fair.
And now it's like a problem in my daily life.
Ooh.
So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I
Well,
have no
Do you get, like,
plans.
a lot of
We'll send a
Jaw pain.
camera crew
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
and we'll capture your wisdom teeth.
Okay,
and
it'll be the
amend
Low
it.
Down Live Surgery Edition 2.
Part 2.
Yeah, part two.
Part two.
Part two. Maria's wisdom.
And I'm in a show too, and I'm always in rehearsal for stuff. So I'm worried that I'm gonna get dry socket and not be able to be in the dance number, and that's far more important than my physical well-being.
I know. Who here on the panel has had their wisdom teeth removed?
I did.
Yeah, and then
I
like,
did,
a week later, thanks Mount Whitney.
And
Mine never came in.
Did anyone here get dry
The
socket?
elevation, I feel
No.
like.
No, so I think
Yeah.
you're gonna be
I was out in the
okay. I
elements
think
for a
you're
week.
gonna be fine.
Okay.
Don't
drink with straws.
Do not. Yeah,
not.
the suction is bad. Might pull on the
Okay.
stitches.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be like a magical 24-hour turnaround though.
Oh, because it's gonna happen.
Because in
You're
theory
opening-
I have rehearsal from now through November.
Also,
Oh.
what show are you opening?
Well, I'm not opening anytime soon, but I just started rehearsal for Calamity Jane down at
Calamity
Roger Rocco's
Jane.
Dinner Theater. We just started rehearsal, so that's not
on
happening
Monday, yeah?
until July. Yeah, on
July.
Monday.
Yes.
I wasn't called tonight. That's how I could be here. I never
Thank
come to the
you.
Lowdown because
Yay.
I'm always in rehearsal.
Yes.
And then after that, they're opening Man of La Mancha in September.
Yes, I do love me some Man of La Mancha.
It's gonna be good. I'm horse number 1.
For Man of La Mancha?
In Man of La
I was gonna
Mancha.
say
The best of
Calamity
the
Jane.
horses.
There are
I'm a
horses
showgirl,
kind of in
and
there.
I'm
Oh.
Flo in Calamity Jane.
Find me, let's go.
But I'm very excited to be horse number 1. Spread the word.
Number one.
First number 1 for Man of La Mancha.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
That tickles me.
But Donald Monroe and I interviewed Luis Mandrell for the
Oh.
Monroe Review, so we'll be talking about Calamity Jane a little bit more on the Monroe Review.
That's awesome. She's been lovely so far. So
She's a star. Look her up. Her and her sisters, country stars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
in
yep.
Fresno. Calamity Jane. What's the date?
July, I want to say 18th, but don't quote me on that.
July
We'll get you
18th.
some better details soon.
Yeah. We'll put it in the doobly-doo in the YouTube description. Also, who wants to go see Calamity Jane and get some Sunday morning brunch? Get some GCP brunch. Let's do-
GCP brunch.
We'll do a lowdown travel episode to Roger Rocco's.
The Lowdown on location.
Yes. All right, Maria,
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for crashing. All right, that's Maria. Going to have surgery. Concerned about Brandon and my sister. And yeah, so this is, if you're just tuning in, this is the Lowdown Live. We're talking about surgeries. I had surgery this morning. Give us a call. Hit us up on Skype. I don't know if he's got the number on the screen, but it's 282-CMAC or Skype us Lowdown Live.
So I feel like now is a good time to share my surgery story because
Yes.
of, Maria, she was scared to get her teeth pulled. I was operational within like a day.
Day one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like it.
On a Friday, if I can make it to rehearsal on Monday.
Oh yeah. You'll be in pain, but not enough to not. No, it's like, okay, like that time of the month, you do stuff on that time of the month, you're gonna be fine.
we should give Maria a mic. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mike, am I on the show now?
Yeah, just bring your chair over here and I'll just give you this mic.
I've never been. No, that's not true.
That's true.
not
You
true.
were on the holiday.
Oh, we have a
music
caller.
episode. Caller.
Caller.
Oh, Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, caller, you are live.
You're gonna be fine. We should get ready to mic. Yeah, I know.
Delay.
Is that Leah?
No, that's us.
That's coming
us.
back.
Oh,
Is what that is.
They
I
caller.
really thought.
Oh, we have a caller. Caller. Are you boy? Caller, you are not.
Caller, you need to move away.
Hi, this is Dom.
Yes, Dom.
Hi.
I'm all looking for.
We can hear you watching us, so mute.
Yeah, mute the live stream and listen to us on the phone. You should be able to hear us on the phone. Caller, can you hear us from your telephone?
I can hear you breathing.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, there's a big delay. I'm just here watching it and I can't hear anything.
Oh, yeah, you can't hear it through your telephone? 3, 4.
Okay, well, so I had 2 surgeries. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out and I was awake for that. I won't go into details with that. The other surgery I had my appendix removed back in 2012.
Ooh.
Wow.
In 2012, was it keyhole at that point, or do they still have to open people?
Oh, yeah.
This is a relevant question.
Is he there?
Dom, you gotta. I'd say, yeah, it's hard
He's
to.
gone.
Thank you for sharing, Dom.
Thank you.
If you're still on the line, tell us more
He's
about
still
that
on the line.
appendix.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, guys. There still seems to be a delay on my end, but
Yeah.
Should we play charades?
Well, yeah, there's a delay.
Did we open it, or did we like keyhole?
yeah, I'm trying to get to the delay thing.
Just
but
keep
I'll continue.
going.
Yeah. So basically, at the time I thought I had the stomach flu because I had the symptoms for it. I wasn't really in any major pain. But then one night the pain was just so unbearable, I literally drove myself to the hospital.
Oh.
And then later in the hospital, they did blood tests and they did a CAT scan or an MRI on me. And they told me, yeah, your appendix needs to be taken out. You don't have the stomach flu.
Woof.
So yeah, that was a pretty interesting experience.
It didn't burst yet, did it?
Well, we're glad that it all worked out. We're glad you're here today. Thank you for calling in, Dom. Everybody, a round of applause for Dom Zamora.
We're hanging up on you now.
You got another one?
No.
Oh, all right. Great surgery stories. I'm glad I'm not alone here. Yeah. How are we doing on time? We are at 8:25. The panel. Any other panelists? Would you like to share your story? Great. Natalie, take it away.
I've never broken any bones or anything. I had a surgery about 2 years ago. And luckily I didn't have to be opened up. They just had to go up in through my lady bits to remove a polyp in my uterus.
Yeah.
Recovery time was fine, and I had my best friend at the time come and pick me up because I was like, I need you to come and get me in case I say anything funny. You can record it. I'm looking forward to, laughing about it later. But it was really relatively boring. I didn't say anything particularly funny. I do remember the worst part of it was the wait, like not eating anything for so many hours and then waiting in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And then finally getting to go down to the prep room, changing, and then just waiting in bed. Somebody was really screaming like when they were giving her pain meds, and I was like, oh crap. Like, oh my, is it going to be that painful? Like when they were inserting her,
the
IV?
needle?
Yeah. And I was like, this is my first one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is this going to be painful? And it was nothing. They were just a wimp, I guess.
This is why I keep putting this stuff off.
Oh.
And then the anesthesiologist came by and he's like, I'm going to give you a cocktail. And so he put it in through my IV. And I was like, okay. And then I was wondering how long it was going to take to actually take effect. And it was like about good 5-10 minutes later, they came and got me and wheeled me into the surgery room. And it was him and another person. And I was like, yeah, I'm starting to feel that cocktail now. And I get into the room, they have me get up on the bed, and then they put the mask over me, and I don't remember if I actually said that it smelled minty or if I just thought it. But I did tell him, I was like, oh yeah, the cocktail's starting to work now. And then I get the mask on. And I was like, oh, it smells minty. And the next thing I know, I hear my name and I wake up in recovery.
What? How did you know you had a polyp? You said polyp?
Yes. I had to have 2 ultrasounds. So I had to drink like 24 ounces of water within like an hour before going in, and they did an ultrasound on me and they found it that way.
Or what are the symptoms that made you need to go to the doctor?
Oh,
how would a viewer know if they needed to go to the doctor? We're turning this into doctor.
It's very important that you do your annual checkup. And you talk to your doctor about any and all problems. And I just mentioned my irregularity. And so she suggested doing the ultrasounds. And that's when they found it. Well, they did 2 just to make sure it wasn't like a fluke. And sure enough, that's what they found is that little polyp.
Dang.
We have another caller. So
We have another caller?
Come on.
All right, bring him on.
And you're live.
Caller, you're on the air. Can you hear us through your phone? Or are you also just listening to the live stream?
Am I supposed to say hello?
Yes.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, caller.
Caller, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Yay.
Do you have a story?
Is this Gilbert?
It's Gilbert.
Gilbert! Tell us your surgery story. You just had surgery too. Or was that not the
You're
one?
on a little bit of a delay, probably around 5 seconds.
Dang.
It's a long delay.
Dang. Continue.
So I'll tell you my 2 surgery stories. I've had actually many surgeries over my lifetime, but the 2 most recent ones are probably the most life-changing. As you know, I had that joint fusion in my wrist, Kyle.
Yes,
If
yeah.
you can hear me, like...
I can hear you. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, good. So the joint fusion was because of arthritis in my wrist. And basically what they did was they took my radius, you have the ulna and the radius in the arm, and they severed it near my wrist. They took a chunk out. And then at the union of my ulna and radius, they put a screw in and a plate, because otherwise I'd have a floppy radius just flipping around. And now I can't really move my hand like I used to, so that was fun. But my favorite surgery of all time was my vasectomy.
Oh, yes.
Favorite is a
And
good
I did that
adjective.
one.
Because it's just outpatient?
I did that one completely awake and with no anesthesia.
No
And
anesthesia.
Everyone thought I was crazy.
Whoa.
Because I get really sick from anesthesia, any opioids, any local anesthetic, anything to that effect. And the doctor, the urologist who did it, made me sign a waiver. And also made the mistake of telling me I could drive home by myself.
Oh.
If you ever do something like this, ignore it. It's total bullshit. Oh, am I even allowed to say bullshit? Now
yes.
We're on cable.
You
We're on
said
cable.
it. Censor it. Already done.
We're on cable. It's fine.
Well, anyway. that being said, he did the thing. He severed my vas deferens, cauterized them, and I got in the car after all was said and done with much help, putting on my clothing. And I tried to drive home, and the pain was so excruciating, I pulled over at the Walmart in Selma and threw up all over the shopping cart.
You got out and threw up on the shopping cart?
Since you didn't have...
Use those wipes. If you ever see the wipes at the shopping carts, I strongly recommend you use them.
Noted.
Wipe them down.
Well, since you didn't...
But it was my favorite of all time because my children are special to me, but having future children is absolutely not special
Off the
to
table.
me. And I know some people struggle with having
I'm going to cut
children,
you off.
but I was good. I did my part. And I was lucky, and I'm good now. So
do your part.
I'll never
Buy
forget
bonds. So you didn't have anesthesia. Did you like bite on a stick or something? Like, like in those movies?
Like what, Kyle?
Did I bite down on a stick? No.
Sorry.
Don't take advantage of me being on drugs.
I'm taking advantage of you.
But I kind of you just blank out, especially when they cauterize the first of my vast effort.
And the smell?
A smell of burning flesh.
I basically just passed out. It wasn't pleasant, to say the least.
Damn.
And it was so bad that when they were actually sewing me up on both sides, I didn't even feel that at all. So you kind of, I don't know.
You were in shock at that point.
Now, and I'm just so thrilled that I did it.
That's
that I would
wild.
do it again in a heartbeat in the same way if I had to.
Crazy. Gilbert, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
That's insane.
No, my pleasure.
Wild.
Anesthesia makes him sick, but also getting a vasectomy does that as well.
Yeah, I mean,
From what I
just
understand.
the sheer pain just takes you there. So the human body is amazing. That's all I got to say.
Amen.
Yes. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Gilbert.
Kyle, I would just like to finish up mine by saying that the doctor afterwards, showing me the pictures and everything, she said that I had the most pristine uterus she'd ever seen.
Did you get an award?
Prime real estate.
Did you get a
Prime real
certificate?
estate right here.
A badge?
Maybe we don't say that. Maybe that's where the line was. The pristine uterus comment wasn't
plaque
too
for
much,
the
but
wall.
prime real estate,
No, you didn't like that one, Kiku?
just towed right over the line, just right over it.
I want to also say it one more time. I'm on drugs.
Yes, we all know that sober Kyle wouldn't have done that. But drunk Kyle definitely.
Yeah.
He says crazy stuff.
And good recovery time because they didn't have to open me up.
Hey, that's ideal. Whew. It is. We are halfway through the show, I think. I'm wearing Cindel's glasses. Thank you for letting me wear.
You're welcome.
So we have some very special guests at the top of the show. We introduced them, Rodolfo, Summer, Cindel.
Hey.
Two of which have never been on the show before. Actually, Brandon, will you switch seats with Cindel so they can all sit together?
Yeah, sure
Thanks.
thing.
Is my mic going to reach?
It should. It
You got
should.
a lot of cord.
Yeah, got plenty of
You got me.
slack.
Thanks, Brandon.
You're welcome.
So what is happening at the Selma Arts Center at the end of the month?
Summer.
Cindel.
Rodolfo.
Yeah, you gotta.
Hi. So at the end of the month, the Selma Arts Center is putting on 5 original plays
You hear that?
written
Original.
and directed by people in the Central Valley. It's June 28th and 29th. Tickets are $5.
Only 2 days.
Take it away, Cindel.
Only $5.
Only
You-
$5. That's
you-
the cheapest ticket ever at Selma Art Center.
I believe so.
It
For all
is.
those
It is.
shows, too.
We
It's
are
a lot of
breaking
shows.
history.
That's a good bang
That's
for your
$1
buck.
a show.
$1 a show.
Yep.
Division.
Yep.
Math. Time-wise, probably hour and a half-ish.
At most. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
can't
there is
even
a
go see Godzilla.
Cocktail half hour, 30 minutes before the show on both days. So come
Included
have.
with your price of
Yeah.
admission.
Included
Yes.
with admission.
Yeah.
Yes.
A nice little happy half.
So come have some drinks and then enjoy 5 amazing shows.
I'm going to be on stage again, if that's any incentive.
Cindel is normally behind the scenes, and now you're
And
gonna be out in the
I'll be
spotlight.
I'm stage managing one show, and then I'm in another show.
I notice a lot of people
Yeah.
are wearing
A lot of
multiple
people
hats
are double
for this.
dipping for this. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Summer wrote a show and she's directing one.
Yes.
Not the same one. Someone else
You
is
wrote,
directing mine.
you wrote one show, you're directing another show.
Yes.
Tell me about the show that you wrote. What's it called?
It's called Lunacy.
Lunacy. And
Yes.
and what is give me the tweet synopsis of Lunacy.
Is a play that follows an event in the main character's life whose name is Cam, and he deals with mental illness.
Mental illness.
Yeah.
Very fun.
So fun.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, we always we don't want to make fun of people, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
also want to
that's
see
not
these people having fun.
Yeah.
What is the show that you're directing?
This is a blast. It's a Western.
Ooh.
Yes.
Spaghetti Western?
Yes. There's going to be gunfights and all kinds of stuff. We're going to have live music. And for a 10-minute show, we're going to have a lot. So
Dang.
I don't want to tell the story without, I can't tell the story without giving away the ending. So.
A Western with gunfights and live music. What's that show called?
That one's called High Plains Sisters.
High Plains Sisters.
Did you catch that? The title is based off of a film with Clint Eastwood. Anyone know it?
Unfamiliar. I'm sorry.
Just no Shanghai Noon.
It's High Plain Drifter,
Jackie Chan.
I believe.
I recognize
That's
that
all I
as a
got.
Beastie Boys song.
Sorry. No.
What'd you say, Brandon?
I recognize that as a Beastie Boys song and lyric.
So we'll put together a listening party to listen to the Beastie Boys and a screening party to watch a Clint Eastwood movie to prep ourselves for the play.
You can listen to the Beastie Boys on the drive to Selma.
Boom.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Who wrote this play that you're directing?
His name is Matt Robinson.
Matt Robinson. And who is directing the play that you wrote?
Desiree Witt.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm always afraid that I'm going to say her last name wrong. Not her
Not
first
the first name.
Got one down.
Desiree, not Desiree.
Yes.
Awesome. Rodolfo, what are you doing for Selma Originals?
I wrote a play and I'm directing my own play.
Dang.
Wow. Double dipping.
An auteur.
Mine is called La Norteña, and it's about two Latinx Mexican women, one born in the United States, one born in Mexico. They come together due to an unforeseen circumstance, and they kind of have to deal with their differences and their circumstances, and it deals with opportunity and privilege and the lack of wanting to understand each other.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep. That sounds fun. But I remember when you were doing your casting call, you weren't looking for women. Tell us about that. What happened?
I was looking for two men, but
Sure
the women
was.
came out, and the women were incredibly strong. And I figured since I was the playwright, I could change it.
Do whatever you
directing
want.
it and I was playwriting, so
It's your story.
Yeah, I did it. And so now I have two women, and the story changed. But now we get to talk about a lot of different things, like breaking the kind of idea of a woman's role in traditional Mexican culture, about not conforming to whatever standards are put on you. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be cool.
I'm stoked for all three shows. Oh, what is the name of the show that you are in?
And directing. Not directing.
I'm not
stage
directing.
managing.
I'm stage managing a show written and directed by Leah Christine Dewey. It's called Las
Friend of the
Hermanas, and it's about a family of Mexican women.
Say that one more time.
Please stop. I'm getting over a cold. I'm a little phlegmy. Leave me alone.
Tell us that story later.
That's not a surgery story though.
Dang it.
I'm sorry. I'm just sick. It's just a cold.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's about this family of Mexican women, and the husband/father passes away, and it's about the daughters, and they're wanting to honor him in a traditional Mexican way, but the mother is not trying to be Americanized, but she really wants that American way of life, and so she has a hard time trying to accept what the daughters are wanting to do, trying to get to their roots of their heritage. And then the show I'm in is called The Upper Hand, directed by Chris Ortiz Belcher.
Ooh.
And it is, long story short, a play about auditioning to be a hand model.
Ooh.
So I'll be in that.
Is it? And who? Chris did not write this story. Who wrote that story?
No.
Haley White.
Haley
White.
White.
Another friend of the show.
Yeah.
All right.
There you
so
go.
Selma we've talked about 4 shows. There's 5. Does
We
anyone
talked
know the
about
name
5 of them.
the-
All 5.
2, and 1.
Yep.
This is true. This
There
is
you go.
correct. Selma Originals, June
28 and 29.
28th, 29th. What time should people get there if they want to partake in the cocktail half hour?
7.
7 o'clock.
7.
Show starts at 7:30.
There you go.
Great.
$5.
That's fantastic. $5, making me holler for some original theater.
Whoop, whoop.
That's it. That's what they say.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing about that. I'm very, very excited. Do any of you have a fun surgery story you'd like to share?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had several, but I think my favorite one.
Keep the mic a little closer.
Favorite. All these
A
favorites.
little closer with the mic.
Okay, so I have So I'm very Mexican, right? Let's just say that. I was a very clumsy kid, and I would fall all the time. I'd fall off a tree. I'd fall off of a lot of different things. And I broke my arms, and I didn't know I had broken my arm.
Oh.
So I kept on going by my everyday life, thinking I had a fully functioning arm.
Oh.
And I would go, and I'd tell my dad, and I'd be like, hey, my arm feels weird. Like, I don't like this. And
He's like,
he'd be
"Oh, put some dirt on it. You're fine."
No, and he'd be like, oh, you're good. Let me just give you a... So he's like a Mexican healer. So what they do is they
Some
like...
sana.
Yeah. They fixed it. They were like, oh, you just have some misplaced tension. Let me...
I'm correct.
And so he'd yank on my arm to fix it. And I was like, great. I feel much... I don't. And so I'd continue on with my life. And as a clumsy kid, I kept on falling on it. I kept on falling. And so eventually I told my mom, I was like, Mom, my arm is not okay. And she was like...
How much longer from the first...
Like 2 weeks.
Oh. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the thing. I went in there and they were like, you're like basically a bag of bones because it's not connected anymore.
I was just saying like this scene in Harry Potter.
Shaker.
Basically, yeah. It was like a rattlesnake.
And
you
that's
know?
your favorite.
Yeah, it was horrible. But then, yeah, they fixed it. I don't know how. I think I have something metal in my arm now. And
You don't
remember?
You think
I was
you
very
have
young. I
something
have
metal
no
in your
idea.
arm.
Dang. Do you set off like
do you have magnets
metal
that you can stick
detectors?
to your
or-
arm?
I wouldn't know. I don't pay attention.
Oh.
It just happens, and
metal
that's
detector?
my life.
Doesn't pay
MRIs
attention.
and other types of scans. Heads
Yeah.
up.
But I'm okay now.
Are we sure?
Yeah. How's so? Where did it break?
It definitely disconnected. The actual bone
Oh.
did.
The
bone.
your forearm.
Yeah, not like where it connects, but
Not
like
like
the
a
actual
joint.
core.
The
Yeah.
bone disconnected.
Yeah.
So, but now do you have like full flexibility and everything?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nice.
When was the last time you fell?
Good question.
Dude, I don't know. I fall a lot still.
Fell off of something.
Yeah, but now I do it, very gracefully.
Oh.
Nice.
I fall in a very graceful manner.
Can we see it?
He's aged with grace, folks.
Yeah. Can we do like some Charlie Chaplin like physical comedy stuff? Write that into your next play.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we still have 15 minutes left of the show, but when I was in surgery this morning, they gave me an IV in my hand, and I was kind of dehydrated, so I sucked up that whole IV bag, and I need to pee. So I'm gonna go use the restroom. What the heck? Rest of y'all, keep the show going. If I come back and the place is burned
make it
down,
there
I'll be
safe?
very disappointed. What was
You
that?
need someone
Can
to
you
go
make
with
it
you?
safe?
I think Lauren's
yeah,
gonna take
Lauren
him.
got
Lauren's
it.
been my
He's got
helper
a buddy.
all day. Thank you, Lauren. She's driven me. She picked up my prescription. I love her very much.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back.
These
All
COVID
right. See you in a minute.
That was
Does
a beautiful
any audience
segue.
member
They
have
all
a
should
surgery
She
story
just
they'd like
takes
to
him into the
share?
women's like, this is my son. Don't mind him.
Matt?
Like minor non sequitur, but beautiful
No.
segue nonetheless.
Yeah. Brandon, it's the lowdown, so you
Yeah,
have to keep going.
It's true. You have to.
Does anyone in the audience have any surgery stories that they'd like to share?
Awesome.
Or surgery stories they would not like to share?
I have one that wasn't supposed to be a surgery.
Oh, yeah, let's hear
Let's
that.
hear it.
So I have a gap in my teeth in like the very back where I'm missing a tooth. And it was supposed to be taken out. I got a root canal, that didn't work, and the tooth just was like bad, so they had to take it out after I went through the pain of a root canal. So I'm at the dentist.
Amateurs.
Wait,
Yeah,
so what
literally.
happens in a root canal?
They like go deep down and like get rid of all those
Dig out the
nerves.
root.
Yeah. It's like none of my like none of my tooth was really there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Most people that I know personally who have gotten root canals have all had to have that tooth removed. So
So
But
we should
there was,
stop
canals
doing
there was
work,
no
is what
root,
I'm
so
hearing.
it was dead tooth.
yeah, pretty much. Huh?
Why do you even have the tooth?
Well,
So
I don't
root
anymore.
canals are
That's a funny
obsolete.
story.
If you're a dentist,
is what
call
we're
in,
saying,
tell me.
folks.
Dentists always try to save the teeth.
Always
no matter
try to
what.
say, but it's a lot of money to get a root canal, and then it's
Well,
a
that-
lot more money to get it removed.
Yeah.
Just trying to make money.
Money.
Is it more money to get it removed than to have a root
No,
canal?
it's much cheaper. But
Yes.
if you
Bologna.
want to get a tooth in place of where your real tooth used to be, then that's
like an
where
implant.
the money is. Oh yeah.
We're not questioning the ethics of dentists, but we're questioning
But I'm a
your
little
ethics,
question.
dentists.
Dentists, we need them because our teeth can kill us.
Yeah.
They're gross. Anyways,
I feel like dentists feel the pain too. It's like the highest like suicide rate out of any like.
can you
other
imagine?
profession.
Because you're always looking down the mouth.
It is
Literally,
nasty.
can you
It used to
imagine
be
being in
dentist.
people's Exactly.
Inflict pain.
And a lot of people are scared of dentists too.
Hi, Kyle. That was so quick.
Staying hydrated.
Amidala, you want your chair back? You
It's
can
okay.
have it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're
Kind
the
of look like an
host.
elephant with your.
What a surprise guest.
Your
No,
little
you
neck
look like
pillow.
Queen Amidala is who you look like. Queen Amidala Lowe. Down live.
A vote of
Surgery
no
edition.
confidence in Chancellor Valorum. That's a deep cut. That's a deep episode 1 Queen Amidala quote. But yeah.
Summer.
What a throwback.
Root canal.
Yes, and that's not even the story. That's just leading up to why I had to get the
That was
tooth
the prelude.
removed. So I'm sitting in the chair. They, shot me up and
The
everything,
overture.
and I'm all numb. And he goes to try to. My actual dentist goes to try to pull the tooth. It breaks 3 times. He almost breaks my jaw to the point where we were there for so long that I was no longer numb, and I just started like crying. I'm just laying there
My
in
God.
pain, and the nurse had to say to him, "We're gonna need to stop."
Is that like low key malpractice? Or just
Don't
really
they tell you to
unfortunate?
like raise your hand or something if you feel pain?
They just give you more shots.
Maybe I didn't raise my hand. I don't know. I was just shocked that this was all
sorry.
happening. Yeah, so then they made me drive down the street. It was like a 5-minute drive to a specialist who didn't put me to sleep. She was like, I can either put you to sleep or I can just numb you again. And I was like, numb me and take this thing out of my mouth, please.
Literally just hit me over the head.
Literally.
Please, anything.
Shoot me up.
Kill me.
This was here in Fresno. And so then she just like
Wisdom
had a
teeth
special
removal.
drill that like cut it in 3 places and pulled that baby out. And that was it. The worst part was the getting it pulled.
Yeah. Wham
but
bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. It's bad. Sorry.
I do not want to get dental surgery. You hear
No,
this, folks?
that's why I'm
I've been
always-
putting this off for like 10 years.
I'm gonna kill you.
My
I
wisdom teeth
know.
were,
I like spit blood in the
easy.
morning. It's bad.
You have to take care of your teeth.
What is it?
You're about to die.
I know. Don't freak out. I'm not infected. They're just all present. Erupted? I think that's the word. But all 4 of them are in my mouth and should not be.
Do you know what like a day of not brushing your teeth can do to your body? Your
Yeah, you can get
entire
heart
body?
disease.
Wait,
It's
so
awful.
what
In
did
like
like
24 hours.
hunter-gatherers do?
They died
They
at 20.
survived.
They didn't,
died at
they didn't
20,
last
Brandon.
very long.
They chewed on spearmint.
Yeah, well, and they
didn't
also
make it very
didn't
long.
last as long as we do now.
Right. They didn't live as long to have these problems.
Does that mean we shouldn't last as long as we're lasting?
I mean, if we didn't have modern medicine, a lot
Darwin.
of us would not be
Why
here
the
right now.
planet's dying.
That's morbid.
And
But
yeah, there's a lot of things saying that the world's gonna end by 2050.
I heard about that.
I mean, there are
I'm
things
scared.
When was
like
the last time
oceans
I'm never
gonna
screwed
get gray
because
hair.
of more
Y2K.
so much
Ozone layers,
plastic than
the trees,
fish. Yeah.
is it
Your
like the
grandmother's hair.
apocalypse is
Not
coming?
grandmother.
Or?
Oh yeah,
Mother.
the Aztec
Your
one.
mother's hair.
I'm not going
I
to
haven't
get
met,
gray hair.
I haven't met your
2050 's our
grandmother,
fault.
but I bet she has a
Who's ready
delightful.
for
not
the
the
roaring
Aztecs.
20s,
She's never been to the
though?
lowdown.
Is she here?
Hey,
She's
it's about
here,
to
she's
be
in
the
the
roaring
audience.
20s
Hi.
again.
I don't have my glasses on.
I'm wearing
But I had to ask her
We're
for
all
a
just
ride,
having
and she was
our
like,
caller.
Yes, we have a
The
caller.
color.
Caller. Caller.
What's up?
Hello.
It's my dentist. No, I'm just kidding.
Calling you out.
Hello.
Hi.
Who is this?
Oh, hey, it's Ed Kabir.
Hey. What's your
Hello.
surgery story?
There's a delay, so just talk on the phone.
Go ahead and talk. Yeah.
Hello. Tell us your surgery story.
So I got my wisdom teeth removed in like junior year of high school. And wait, do wisdom teeth count as surgery?
Yes.
That's all we've been talking
Yes.
about.
That's been the majority.
We've been talking about
It's common.
the urethra.
So after I came back home, I was supposed to eat a lot of food because of the anesthesia or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I didn't because my mouth was all bloody, and I didn't want to. So I just went to sleep, and I woke up to my mouth was full of blood, so I went to go spit it out. But as I was spitting it out, I like lost consciousness and I like passed out, and my head made a hole in the wall.
But you're okay.
Oh my gosh.
So now, like, even though my dad filled in the hole in the wall,
The memories are there.
A dent. See, like, a ripped wallpaper
Is there a divot? Oh,
Dang. Okay, so that's advice for Maria. Make sure you eat.
I'm not doing it,
Clean the
y'all.
blood.
You should do it.
You gotta
Definitely
do it.
Yeah.
What is it? Healthy
Don't
mouth,
put it on.
You know what I'm
healthy
gonna do? I'm gonna get a headlamp,
body.
and I'm just gonna stick a pillow. I'm gonna wear it on the loosest setting, and put a pillow. 3 pillows. Put pillows in it. Small ones, travel ones.
Make
so
a
that
helmet.
way, I won't poke
You
holes in
could
the
just
walls.
have that.
Can I just have that?
Yeah,
Can I
just
just
You
be
can
clean
borrow, you
off?
can borrow this.
And
You
just a
can
little
borrow
bit of
this.
duct tape.
And then I'll wear that for the Lowe Down
Get your
Live
special
Surgery
helmet.
Edition, episode 2.
Yeah, Gurveer, thank you so much for sharing that story.
Thank you.
Is your head okay? You sound fine.
Yeah, Gurveer's great.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because when that happened, my brother was there too. My brother and my dad helped me up and got me back to the sofa.
Nice.
But I was like telling my brother, I was like, I'm surprised, like, that didn't hurt at all. He was like, well, yeah, well, no shit. That's, you have so many painkillers and stuff from the surgery still.
Drugs.
So I didn't feel anything. But
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Gurveer, we hope you can make it to a future episode. Every time you've come to the Lowdown and been a camera operator, you've come in clutch. It's been great having you. We hope to have you again.
Sorry I couldn't come this time.
No worries, man. No worries. It's all good. All right.
All right, bye.
See you, Gurveer.
Bye.
All right.
pass
So
out stories.
we got about 7 minutes left. Do we have any other good advice for Maria who's going to have surgery?
She needs to
Do
get her
it.
wisdom teeth pulled.
do it.
Do it.
I really have
First
to.
off, do it.
Just do it.
Second off, what worked well for me when I had my wisdom teeth out, although mine were not already had broken through the skin,
Oh, all 4.
milkshakes were my favorite thing. Although
Milkshakes
no,
with no
straws.
straws.
no straws. You gotta spoon or let it liquefy. Jamba
That's what I did.
juice.
Jamba juice too. I had a lot
I
of
had a
Jamba.
lot of
But don't do too much milk because that didn't
I
work
don't
for
drink
Brandon.
milk anyway, so it's all good.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
What
all
about
good.
calcium?
I have to either get it fortified or like supplements because I'm a non-dairy gal.
Yeah.
Not really by choice. I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Those
even like regular
we all?
kind.
those of the Asian persuasion typically aren't.
No.
Brandon and I got
We're
lucky
the only
though.
people that one.
We're
the
also
only
half
people. The only
Portuguese.
mammals that
Yeah.
drink
Processed milk.
other. Yes, and someone else's milk.
What else? What other tips can we give someone getting their wisdom
Rent a
teeth?
bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Because I got mine out, and my grandma like babysat me for like that first day, and she rented like 4 different movies. It was like really crappy movies, but it was
Oh,
like my
yeah.
senior year, so it was like Sisterhood of the Traveling Plants 2, High School Musical 3, and I was like just kept going in and out of waking up. I'm like, oh, this is so funny.
I do have a funny
Quality
story.
And my grandma's like, what are we watching?
Quality cinema.
I haven't seen the previous movies. I don't know what's happening.
All sequels.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a sequel. When I got my wisdom teeth out and I came to and I was like, and I told my mom, just go rent some movies. She rented Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is the sequel to
amazing.
Desperado.
Good.
Movie's so good.
And I was in and out of sleep, and I definitely woke up, spoiler alert, to the part where Johnny Depp gets his eyes drilled out of his face.
Oh wow.
Does that count as surgery?
Yes. It was all computer graphics, but yeah.
I do have advice. When they tell you to sleep with your head elevated, do it.
Definitely. I have to do that.
Laying back.
Oh yes, Mike for Kiku. Mike for Kiku.
Everywhere.
Say it
Sleep
again.
with your head elevated because,
Okay.
like, yeah, if you're laying back, I thought I was cooler than I was, and I was like, I don't need to sleep with all these pillows. Sitting upright's uncomfortable, and I woke up with like as if my head was being split open because it all everything just pools and it just pools.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's disgusting.
You want to sleep with your head elevated for about a week.
Okay.
I'm sleeping on the couch
So Kyle,
upright.
I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
At this moment in time, I'm not going to ask you to do it. This is a capability question.
Sure.
Do you think you could dance?
Could I dance in my current state?
Yes. This is a very important question. I am in rehearsal.
Around a lot.
Today, definitely no.
Okay.
The next day, tomorrow, maybe towards the end of the day. Not like right after waking up, but maybe after I've eaten something and rested for a while. I might be able to pull off some choreography. I'll text you tomorrow.
There's so
and
many
I'll be like,
questions
Maria,
you should ask your dentist.
watch this.
It's true. I should ask my dentist.
They might
when I
know
go
better.
Get one.
A
I'm not
nose
a
surgery
doctor.
is way more invasive
Than wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth, yeah. And honestly, if you get it on a Friday and go the weekend, by the
go.
Monday you should
See,
be good.
that's because,
Yeah, Friday
and I
morning.
have to hit a sweet spot because once Calamity Jane opens, I am on stage and in rehearsal till November.
Yeah, you
So
are.
I'm gonna
Before
have
it
like,
opens.
if I wait that long, I'm gonna have teeth like coming out of my cheeks or some nonsense like that. I don't need that in my
They
life.
won't, but then the like
Yeah.
horse special effects won't need.
I know, and so I have like a sweet spot of 3 weeks. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
I have rehearsal on Friday nights at this point in time. So if I can't show up and like be a showgirl, that's a problem. You know?
You're gonna have to
skip one
sacrifice the
practice?
Friday. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
You just want to try to minimize.
We'll figure it out. I gotta figure it out.
I know you want to minimize, but I'm just saying that like you might highly want to.
I gotta figure it out.
You got to become really good friends with
Also,
Luis
you might have
Try to get it on a Monday.
like an appointment sooner than later.
Also,
You might
if
have
they're all
to, a
booked
couple
up.
weeks out.
Yeah, you got
it
to
may
book
not be
it.
worth being in the show if whoever's
flying.
running it.
So I
wants
might
to
wait
one
till
day.
I'll call them.
November.
Oh boy. Keep us updated. All right, everybody. That's our time. Thank you so much for joining us at the Lowdown Live. Thank you to the panel. Thank you for sharing your stories. Some originals.
Some originals. Yay!
June 28th, 7
And
p.m.
29. Days.
Happy half hour. Calamity Jane. July something.
July
Mid-July.
18th? Don't
Mid-July.
quote me. I should've had my
What else we
planner.
got going on? Anybody else got another drink and draw coming up?
No, that was canceled a while ago. Thanks, Kyle.
Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Model. You know, if you need a model, contact Natalie. Kiku, thank you again for keeping
Thanks
an eye
for
on
the
the calls.
plug.
Thank you to everyone who called in. We had Gilbert, we had Gervier, we had Dom. Was that it?
Yes.
Thank you for calling in.
A lot of calls.
And thank you for tuning in. Thank you to CMAC for making this possible. Visit the CMAC studio in downtown Fresno if you want to make your own television program. And yeah, I'm going to go home, take some more pain pills,
And another nap.
and another nap.
He's probably just gonna go to bed.
Also known as sleep.
Big nap.
Good luck, good night,
Good night.
and good luck.
Yay!
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody. We did it.
I'm so proud.
With 10 seconds. We still got like 10 or 15 seconds.
Oh, hey, your stuff.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
Two,
All right.
one.